dear students. I am Santan, working as a physics faculty in Target English Medium School. Today, in this video, I would like to explain about how the resistance is dependent on the nature of the material. So already I gave a clear information to you. What is the resistance? And resistance is dependent on the which type of factor. So resistance is dependent upon the four factors. Mainly three factors. One is nature of the material. Second one is dimensions. Is nothing but like length and area of the cross section of a conductor. And the third one is physical conditions or properties like means physical conditions like temperature, pressure and impurities. Now, how the resistance of a conductor is depend on the nature of the material. So, we are discussing with the help of one small experiment. Means our concept is how resistance of a conductor is dependent on the or how the resistance of a material is dependent on the nature of the conductor or material. So this is the diagram. Same. Which diagram? Ohm's law diagram. That one also you can add. There rheostat is used, but here I am not using the rheostat. You can replace the rheostat also, no problem here. But without rheostat, it is very good to you. Okay. But draw the diagram purpose only. Now listen very carefully. So what we can do here means mainly 4 or 5 points are there. First of all, listen. First of all, you are collected same length of first of all you are collected same dimensions of 3 different materials like silver, copper and aluminum. Silver, copper and aluminum. Listen very carefully. First of all, you can collect or taken same dimensions of different nature of the materials like silver, copper and aluminum. Means what is the meaning of that one? So totally 3 metals we have taken the silver, next copper and aluminum. So now dimensions means I says that length and area of the crust. Same dimension means what is the meaning? Length and area is same. That is the meaning of that. Means what? For example, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 millimeter square, 1 millimeter square, 1 millimeter square. Means what is the meaning of that one? Silver, where length is 1 meter, area of the cross section is 1 millimeter square. Copper, length is 1 meter and area of the cross section is 1 millimeter square. Aluminum, length is 1 meter and area of the cross. That's why here we are observing that. So you are taking the how many materials? 3 materials. Silver, copper, aluminum. 4 have the same nature? No, they have the different nature. Means they are used for the different purpose. Because of this nature is the different. Now here we are observing that three metals length is the same, area of the cross section is also same. That's why length and area we are called as dimensions. Already says that. So what you can do? First of all, you can take or collect same dimensions of three different materials like silver, copper, and aluminum, like this one. This is no need for understanding of it. Now, first of all, silver wire is placed or kept between the PQ gap in the circuit, like this. This is called R, means resistor. So listen very carefully. So totally how many materials you have collected here are taken? 3 materials are taken, not collected. 3 materials are taken. Among the 3 materials, so silver material, first of all, silver wire, we place it between the P and the Q, means we can connect it. And after that, now in the battery, we can keep the constant voltage. Means we can keep this one constant voltage. For example, so means here, okay, after placing the silver wire in a battery, means in the circuit, with help of the battery, we can keep constant voltage, means nothing but for entire the experiment when you are using when you place the silver wire or copper wire or aluminum wire between the P and the Q, so the potential difference or the voltage in the battery does not change, it is keep in constant only. That's why, so after placing the silver wire between the P and the Q or silver conductor between the P and the Q, okay, in the battery we can keep the constant voltage. For example, for understanding of you, I says that, okay, 6 volts, maybe 3 volts we can consider. What is the voltage or potential difference we created between the P and the Q, hence, okay, 3 volts. Now, key is closed in the circuit, and when the key is closed in the circuit, what will happen? The current is flowing through the circuit. At that time, how much current is flowing through the circuit, we have noted with help of the ammeter. The ammeter, which type of ammeter we are using here? Milliammeter. Generally, we are using that ammeter, mostly milliammeter and microammeter in the laboratories. That's why in the milliammeter, just for understanding of us, 2 I will write here. Means, so when the 3 volts battery is, means 3 volt potential difference is given to the circuit. At that time, the silver wire, means through the silver wire, how much current is flowing? 2 milliampere current will be flowing. Now remove the silver wire between the PQ and so place the copper wire inside. So copper, okay, silver wire is replaced by the copper wire. So now after keeping the copper wire between the P and the Q, again we can do the same experiment. Means in the battery, how much voltage is? Only 3 volts for copper also. Okay, I said very clearly in the starting of this one, we can keep the potential difference constant. That's why for the copper 3 volts at the time, how much current is flowing through the conductor, we can check it with help of which one? Ammeter. I said that ammeter is a device. With help of this device, we can measure how much amount of current is passing through the circuit or conductor. That's why at that time you are observing that it is, for example, 1.9. Next, now remove the copper wire and keep the which one? Aluminum. And again we repeat the same experiment. At that time we are observing that like this one. So here you are observing that. Once again I will return. After that you can understand very clearly. First of all, you are taken same dimensions of 3 different materials like silver, copper and aluminum. First of all, take, okay, same length and area of the cross section of 3 different materials like silver, copper and aluminum. Now silver wire is placed between the PQ gap in the circuit and keep the constant voltage in the circuit. Keep the constant voltage in the circuit. Enter this experiment, we can keep the voltage is constant. Now, next third point. If key is closed in the circuit, the current is passing through the silver wire. At that time, with help of the ammeter, we note the ammeter. Means we measure the reading. So with help of the ammeter, we note the how much current is passing through the silver wire. That is noted in the table form. Next one. Now remove the silver wire, and it is replaced by the copper. Next, you can do the same experiment and noted how much current is passing through the copper wire with help of the ammeter. And we can do the experiment with help of aluminum wire also. So, and finally, what are the values? This is not exact values. Means this is not the experimental values. Just it is the assumption values only for understanding of you. So, nature of the material: silver, copper, aluminum. Three metals are taken. These three are having the different nature, but for every whatever the material we are using among these three, we must keep the voltage is constant, means potential difference. But so when we are using the silver wire between the PQ conductor at the 3 volts, how much current is passing through the silver wire is nothing but the silver wire will allow the current, how much one? 2 milliampere. But in copper wire 1.9 ampere, in aluminum wire 1.7. Here you are observing that the potential difference applied between the PQ ends of the conductor is same for silver, copper and aluminum only. Because of here 3 volts, here 0 volts. For every whatever the material among the 3 we are using here, not only that one, anyone. So we keep voltage is constant. Means here 3 volts, means here 0. That's why potential difference is the same, but what you are observing that the flow of current or allowing of the current by the material is different. Silver will allow the higher current, and so aluminum will allow the lower current among these three, and copper is the moderate, means slightly less than the copper. That's why from this one, what you are understanding that we know that according to the Ohm's law, R is equals to V upon I. Then R is inversely proportional to the current. So means if the resistance of a conductor is increases, the flow of current is decreases. That's why the three materials for the same constant voltage will be allow the same current. If for example silver, copper, aluminum, 3 are allow the same current, 2, 2, 2, then what will be happen? You can say that resistance of a material is not depend upon the nature, because of we can take the different nature, but every material will be allow the same current. But here what will be happen? Experimentally you are observing that every material is not allow the same current. They allow the different amount of current or magnitude of the current. So silver is 2 milliampere, copper is 1.9 milliampere, and aluminum is 1.7 milliampere. These are the assumption values only. That's why you are observing that. So it's the flow of current is higher in the silver, lower in the aluminum among these three. That's why what we can say is that so the flow of current is more, resistance is less. That's why among these three, silver has the lower resistance, aluminum has the higher resistance, and copper is the moderate. Among these three only. That's why we can say that so resistance is dependent on the which one? Nature of the material. Once again listen very carefully. How the resistance is depend upon the nature of the material means, first of all you draw this diagram. After draw the diagram, so points which you can write that. First point. First of all we can take 3 same length and area of the cross section of materials like silver, copper and aluminum. Second point. Now place silver wire between the PQ and the gap and keep the voltage constant in the circuit. That is one. Next, third point. So by closing the key, allow the current in the circuit and noted the how much current is passing through the circuit with help of the ammeter. When we use the which one? Silver wire. So noted that value. Now repeat the same experiment by using the another materials like copper and aluminum also. And finally you are understanding that, okay, so every material will be not allow the same amount of current even though the potential difference is constant or maintain the constant. That's why we can say that or we conclude that. So okay, what will happen? Resistance of a conductor is depend upon the nature of the material.
So now I give you one homework problem. Try yourself. The ages of Rahul and Lakshmi are in the ratio 5:7. That is, the present ages of Rahul and Lakshmi are in the ratio 5:7. So you have to take present age of
Next one is how the resistance is depend on the length of a conductor. Means is nothing but dimension category. Same diagram we can draw. So means what are the diagram previously for the nature of the material? Same diagram like this one only. So what you can do here? Means listen. First of all, so generally among these three, silver, copper and aluminum, copper is easily available to us, and also it is a good conductor of electricity after the silver. So now, okay, listen very carefully. First of all, you can take different length and same area of the cross section of only one material. Listen very carefully. First of all, we can take the same material of different length and same area of the cross section. So means we can take the copper material. Okay, length and area of the cross section. 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. Okay, these three are each one copper wire. 1 millimeter square. So means what you are understanding from this simple tabular form. Okay, first of all, we can take the only one nature of the material or only one copper material. First of all, we can take the copper material of different length but have the same area of the cross section. So that's why what is the meaning of that one? You can take the three copper materials of 1 meter length, 2 meter length and 3 meter length, but area of the cross section is constant. Why? Because of means what is our concept? Resistance of a conductor is depend on the length of the conductor or not, and what is its relation. That's why we can change only the length. So once again listen. First of all, we can take the copper wires of different length, but the same unit area of the cross section. Same area of the cross section, like 1 meter, 2 meter, and 3 meter. Now, first of all, 1 meter length of the copper wire is placed between the PQ gap, and so keep the potential difference is constant. Here is also. So listen very carefully. L is the length, volt and height. So first of all, 1 meter length of the copper wire is placed between the PQ gap in the circuit, and keep the constant potential difference. Means keep the constant voltage in the battery. Means entire this experiment also means when you are using place the 1 meter or 2 meter or 3 meter between the PQ gap. Don't change the potential difference in the battery. Means initially 3 volts you can keep. For the 3 experiment, we can keep the 3 only. If initially we can keep the 6 volts. For the 3 materials of the different length, we can keep the 6 volts only. That is the meaning of that. That's why. So 1 meter length of the copper wire is placed between the PQ gap and keep the constant voltage. Now we can close the key in the circuit. Then what will happen? Current will be flowing through the circuit. At that time, with help of the ammeter, how much current is passing through the conducting wire of 1 meter length of the copper? You are noted. So that's for here. What is that one? 1 meter length. 1 meter length is there. Okay. Voltage is, for example, here also 3 volts, 3 volts, 3 volts. Okay. For 2 meter, 3 meter. First, in case of 1 meter length, just for understanding of you only. Okay. So how much milliampere current is flowing through this one means, for example, okay, 3. Just I will say that. Okay. 3 milliampere current. Just for understanding of you only, not the exact value. Okay. Or maybe okay 2 milliampere. Next one. Now remove the 1 meter length of the copper wire and okay use the replace it by the 2 meter length and do the same experiment by keeping the constant voltage at the time 1.25. Next okay third one. So means here you are observing that when we are using the 1 meter length of the copper wire between the P and the Q by keeping the same constant potential difference. So when you are using the 1 meter length of the wire or 2 meter or 3 meter, what is the potential difference you can keep constant only. So now here for the 1 meter length of the wire, how much current will be flowing through it? 2 milliampere. For the 2 meters length, 1.5 only. For the 3, only 1 milliampere. Means what is the meaning of this? Okay. So means you are observing that if the length of the wire or length of the conducting material is increases, okay, the flow of current is decreases. The flow of current is decreases means according to Ohm's law. So resistance is increases. Means for the 3 meters length of the wire, resistance is more. For the 1 meter, resistance is less. Means so R is directly proportional to the L because of if length is increases, resistance is also increases. If the resistance is increases, flow of current will be decreases. That is we are find out that easily. Why? What is the main reason? If the length of the conducting material is increases, why the resistance is increases? Means just I will give a simple idea to you. But before going to that, once again I will explain, and after that I will give a simple or brief explanation about how it is increases. First of all, we can take copper material, means only one material is nothing but copper material of different length like 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, but have the same unit area of the cross section. First of all, we can take 1 meter length of the copper wire. It is placed between the PQ gap in the circuit and keep the constant voltage in the battery. Third one. Now, so key is closed in the circuit and the current will be passing through it. Allow the current in the circuit by closing the key in the circuit. So at that time you are noted the what is the reading in the ammeter is nothing but so how much is current is passing through the 1 meter length of the wire. That is the meaning of that. When 1 meter length of the wire is placed between the P and the Q, so in the circuit how much current is flowing. Now remove the 1 meter and replace it with the 2 meters and do the same experiment by keeping the constant voltage and noted the ammeter reading. Now in the third case 3 meters wire is also used, and finally you are observing that so when you are using the 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meters, same amount of current is not flowing through the circuit, so it is flowing the different amount of current. When you are using the 1 meter length of the current, length of the wire, so more current will be allow the circuit. When you are using the 3 meters, lesser amount of current will be allow the circuit. That's why we are concluded that if the length of the conductor is increases, flow of current is decreases, is nothing but resistance of the conductor is also increases. That's why we can say that R is directly proportional to the L. Up to this one we can write during the examination. But what is the reason? Just I said here, okay, it is the 1 meter length. We can set that. It is the how much one? 2 meter length. That's why you are observing that. Okay, resistance is nothing but what is that one? The obstruction offered, the opposition offered by the conducting material when the electrons are flow in it is called, okay, resistance. Here in the 1 meter length of the conductor, one electron we are considering here, just one electron. It is moving like. I say that when the electrons are moving from one end to another end, it is okay. Collision with the ions and atoms present inside the conductor. That's why it loses the energy. Now, just for understanding of you, I will consider that here one ion means only ions or atoms you consider that like this one. Just we are considering here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally 5 ions or atoms are present. Just we consider that. Now this electron will be started from here. It will be go and during its motion, it will be collision with this ion or atom. Then what will happen? It loses the energy. Again, it will be acquired. Okay, loses the energy and going very slowly. Again, it will be acquired the energy from the battery and moving faster. Again collision. Again collision. So means so what will be happen? Just for understanding of you, I said that. Okay. So for every collision, it has a totally 10 okay newtons force is there initially, okay, 10 newtons energy or 10 joules energy is there for first collision. Okay, just for understanding of you, 0.5 joules will be losses, means for every single collision it loses how much energy? 0.5 joules, means for first collision how much one? 9.5, second 9 joule, 8.5, 8 joule, 7.5. That's why what will be happen here? That's why after reaches to the fifth okay ion, it will be having how much one? 7.5 joules of energy, means it is carry the more energy or lesser energy. More energy only means is nothing but more less, okay, more current. Now in case of 2 meters we are considered that here totally 5 is there. Here electron we can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why for the F5, what is that one? 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7.5. Same. Okay. Next year, 7, 6.5, 6, 5.5, 5. So means you are observing that if length is increases, the number of ions and atoms is also increases. That's why number of collisions also increases. Are you understanding or not? So when the free electrons are when the free electron is moving from one end to another end, so when it is moving through inside the conductor ions and atoms are present. This electron will be collision with the ions and atoms, then it loses the energy and again gain the energy and moving to forward. That's why what will happen? The ions or atoms present in the conductor, when it is the electrons are moving forward, it will be okay just appears like opposition because of during the collision. It is collision loses the energy. Loses the energy means it is not moving freely. That is the meaning of that. That's why the ions and atoms will be just like behaves as to apply the opposite force on the electron. That is called resistance. But if the length is increases, number of ions and atoms is also increases. That's why automatically number of collisions is increases. Then what will be happen? Okay, so if the number of collisions are increases, it loses the more energy. That's why it will carry the lesser current but not the more current. That is the main reason. Due to that why only 1 meter length of the wire will be allow the more current, but 3 meters length of the wire will be allow the lesser current among these three. Because of the 3 meters length of the wire, you are observing that it's okay. Ions and atoms are increases more, means 2 times more than this one. That's why. So here we are observing that if the length, okay, 1 meter will be allow the more current, 3 meters lesser current, 2 meters is the moderate. Means if the length is increases, previously I got, if length is increases, okay, flow of current is decreases. Is nothing but resistance is also increases. If reverse mode, if the length is decreases, flow of current is increases, is nothing but resistance is also decreases. That's why. So means when you are doing the experiment in the downward mode or in the upward mode, means in the induction or depletion mode, means so okay. So in the ascending way or in the descending way, any mode you are observing that from top to bottom, what you are observing that okay, flow of the current is decreases. Okay, that's why. So means if the length is increases, flow of the current is decreases, is nothing but resistance is increases. In the upper portion, means from 3 to 1 in the reverse mode. If the length of the material conductor is decreases, flow of current is increases, is nothing but resistance is also decreases. That's why we say that clearly R is directly proportional to the L. So first thing, resistance of a material is depend upon the nature of the material. That is clearly explained that. Second one, resistance of a conductor or material is depend upon the length of a material. Is nothing but if length is increases, resistance is also increases. If length of the material is decreases, resistance is also decreases. That is I will prove in this part of the video. Thank you.